Gainesville, Georgia is one of our most searched places for people to live when relocating to Georgia. So Gainesville is located in the center of Hall County with nearly 45,000 residents, and it sits just about 50 miles north of Atlanta. But its biggest appeal is how close it is to Lake Lanier. As a Gainesville resident myself, I think you should add Gainesville to your list of towns to consider when moving here to North Georgia. Hi, I'm Sarah Maslowski, and we help people from all over relocate to the North Georgia area and help connect them all across Georgia with great real estate agents. Many times people will call about towns like Alpharetta or Cumming because they've seen great things about them online and, of course, our great videos, but then they tell us that their budget maxes out around $400,000. Well, unfortunately, in our current market, 2022, you are going to have a very difficult time finding a house in that price point in many areas. However, Gainesville currently has one of the best median sales prices in the North Metro Atlanta area. In February of 2022, the median sales price of a home in Gainesville was $350,000. and the average was $447,000. I posted a video back in December of 2020. This is how quickly things change, y'all, about the true cost of living in Gainesville, and the median home price back then was $236,000. Those were the days. If you compare Gainesville's current median sales price to Alpharetta's average of $622,000, well, Gainesville feels like a steal. Like I mentioned, it is one of the few places where you can find a home under $400,000, which is really hard to find these days. Prices have dramatically increased in the last few years, but I think you would be hard-pressed to find any other area in any state that hasn't been impacted by the recent real estate frenzy. You'll find that a lot of the homes in Gainesville are older. Many were built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. However, Gainesville's growing and expanding at a massive pace. There are new neighborhoods and developments popping up left and right. Any direction you go, any place you drive through, you are going to see new construction neighborhoods. Now, many of these new communities come with a much friendlier price tag than what you're going to find in other areas. For example, there is a community in Gainesville right near the lake that is currently building new homes. This is in a neighborhood that has like some already established homes in the neighborhood where they started building this in the, mid 2000s. But there, right now, you can find a ranch on a basement for around $450,000, which is an incredible steal in my opinion. By the time you watch this video, I'm sure that house is going to be gone. If not, give us a call so that you can get that home under contract. They are building some other great two-story homes in this neighborhood at a really great price point. It's kind of like a hidden secret. So I really, really like this neighborhood for our buyers. We have other buyers that have bought there before in the past. It's fantastic. Many of the older homes in Gainesville are located on Lake Lanier or around Lake Lanier, which to me is one of the biggest selling points of Gainesville. You have beautiful scenery. I personally chose to live on the lake in Gainesville because I love the fact that I can just go down to the water and enjoy the gorgeous views and nature. We can also jump in the car and be at about 20 different restaurants and stores in less than like 5 to 10 minutes. To me, you cannot beat the location, great access to the mountains, great access to interstates. There's always so many things to do here. And, like if you needed to get into Atlanta on a weekly basis, this area is probably going to be a little bit too far for that. Depending upon the traffic, depending upon the day, time, you can be at the airport in over an hour or so, if traffic is cooperating. But you have the ease of getting to the airport whenever you need to travel. And, we're just about an hour south of the gorgeous Blue Ridge Mountains. And I love, love, love whenever I'm driving around Gainesville and you get to see the mountains in the background, or sometimes you're just driving and you turn down a road and you're like, oh, mountains. For someone that grew up in very, very flat South Georgia, like this is a dream. I love seeing that. And, there's also great ways of enjoying Lake Lanier without living on it. In fact, you can go watch this video to hear about a whole list of things that you can do without living on the water in Gainesville in order to benefit from it. A lot of times when people reach out, they mention that they are drawn to Alpharetta, like we mentioned, because there's always something going on. And there's great stores and restaurants. great schools, all the things, right? But to me, Gainesville has a lot of the same appeal. The downtown square in Gainesville is a great part of town that's full of local businesses and restaurants, and it's kind of like a gathering place. And this place is growing. So give it a couple more years and it's going to be a fully well-developed downtown area. But even right now, within the next couple of months, we have many great new restaurants and developments opening up in Gainesville. They're building a really great hotel that's going to have amazing rooftop bars. So a really kind of revitalization that's happening right now in the downtown Gainesville area. During the summer and fall months, all of those outdoor patios to those restaurants and breweries are covered up with people, eating out, having a good meal, socializing. There's really cute boutiques downtown. So it's definitely one of my favorite parts of town. And, there's just so many awesome places to eat. I really loved the Ink Pig. In fact, I made a whole video about that before. The place has great barbecue. Another favorite spot of mine is Cork It. It's on the square. It's a great little wine bar. You get charcuterie plates, get beer there. You can bring in outside food. But it's a really great kind of hangout, meetup place. They also host Wine Down Wednesdays, which you get a really great price on a glass of wine or a bottle. Ooh, no judgment there. That place is also, really popular with locals who work in the area, and, they'll meet up there to kind of decompress. Not only do you have great restaurants and breweries and wine bars, but there's also, the boutiques that I mentioned that you can browse through. Needless to say, there's always something going on the square, especially during the summer and fall months. You've got First Fridays where they host outdoor concerts, and you've got farmers markets, all kinds of things that are always happening down there. So it definitely helps make this small town feel like a bigger town. Definitely tons of charm, and it kind of gives it that Hallmark movie feeling, if you will. Speaking of, there have actually been several movies filmed in Gainesville, and you can watch and find out all about the movies and things that have been filmed around here. If you're a fan of the Ozark show on Netflix, you should definitely check out that video. Most recently, there was a massive estate in Gainesville that was purchased by Fox Entertainment's chief executive officer to be used as the primary filming location for the new TV show Monarch, which is coming out on Fox this fall. That's pretty cool. Another great benefit of Gainesville is the plethora of restaurants and shopping. We mentioned the downtown square, but there's even more spread throughout the town, not to mention 1,000,001 fast food joints and chains that you can go to as well. Now, if you're looking to find a mall here in Gainesville, this is not the place. The mall's pretty dead, not gonna lie on that one. But with the increased popularity of online shopping, small towns are struggling with malls. However, Gainesville does have an excellent Target. We got Marshall's, Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, Old Navy, Ulta, Aldi, Walmart, everything. And if you're looking to find, a little bit more luxurious stores, you're definitely going to find that at places like the Avalon in Alpharetta, which is a great fun little trip that's only about 40 minutes away. So, that being said, you have access to anything that you would want on a frequent basis at your fingertips, and the things that you kind of occasionally go to, you have access to that. There's just hop, skip, and a jump away in all different directions of, anywhere you want to go. You can get, the high-end luxury stores or more options for shopping at the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. So, like I mentioned before, I love living in Gainesville, and I would highly recommend checking it out if you are considering making a move to the area. Reach out to my team if you're planning to visit and house hunt, or if you're planning on doing that in the future. We can send you a list of our local favorite spots to check out while you're here. We can give you some excellent Airbnb selections for you to choose from. You can actually enjoy the lake while you're here as well. But reach out to my team and I would love to put together a great plan for you in your home buying process while you're looking for a home here in North Georgia. You can find our contact information below this video. And for more information on Gainesville, make sure you watch these videos.